preschool friends, it's Mrs. Tolander again. I thought today would be fun to do a little science experiment with you, okay? So I was kind of feeling thirsty today, so I decided to go to my sink and get some water. So I'm sure you guys drink a lot of water. It's very healthy for us. It's a very healthy drink. But the water I get from my sink is just kind of, do you see or hear a bunch of bubbles, fizzing, anything? No, it's just kind of plain water, which is fine. But every once in a while, I like drinking one of these kind of fancy flavored bubbly waters, or they call them sparkling water. And sometimes my boys at my house like to drink soda pop. But don't worry, they brush their teeth when they're done drinking it. So something I've noticed that's different about things like soda pop and sparkling water, they're a little different from this regular water. Let me show you. I'm going to open up my sparkling water. We're going to look at the difference. Now look when I pour this compared to the regular water. There's a lot. Can you hear that? Look at that. Look at the difference. Now they're both water, but look at all the bubbles that are in my sparkling water that are not in my water from my sink. And when I take a drink, it's so fizzy. You know how sometimes when you first take a drink of something like a pop, the bubbles almost kind of tickle your nose? Have you ever thought about how they got the bubbles in there? And what are the bubbles? Why is it bubbly? And why is the water from my sink not bubbly? Well, we're going to talk about that today in our science experiment. So, the bubbles that you see in your water, in your sparkling waters and your soda pops, are from a gas called carbon dioxide. Can you say carbon dioxide? Good job. So, when they're down at the factory where they make these sparkling waters or soda pop, they fill up the cans with the water and the special flavorings and sugar, but to make them fizzy like this, they have to shoot in a gas called carbon dioxide. Now, carbon dioxide is already in the air that we breathe. You can't see it, it's invisible. Carbon dioxide is the gas that we breathe out after we breathe in oxygen. Do you know what kind of a living thing likes to breathe in carbon dioxide? Plants. Plants breathe in carbon dioxide and they breathe out oxygen, and then we breathe that oxygen in and we breathe out carbon dioxide that they want to breathe. We kind of help each other out. So, what happens when they force all this gas into the can with the water, the little bits of water called molecules of water, they kind of grab up that gas and don't let it go. So then at the factory, they close up the can real quick. Put one of these lids on, or if it's like a bottle, they put the bottle top on. And then all that gas they shot in there can't get out. So then when you go and finally open your can and pour it, finally that gas has a place to escape. It can escape out into the air. And those are the little bubbles you see and the little bubbles you hear. Is that carbon dioxide gas finally getting a chance to get out. So I thought it would be fun today if we made our own carbon dioxide gas, just like what you find in your pops and in your sparkling waters. Okay? But what we're going to use is something you might have at your home, or it's definitely something you can get at the grocery store. It's a lemon. Now the reason this works is because lemon is filled with lemon juice, and lemon juice is an acid. That's why if you ever have bitten into a lemon or tasted vinegar, it kind of makes you make that face because it's acidic. It's an acid. So lemon juice is an acid, vinegar is an acid. Did you know we even have acid inside our stomachs? We're supposed to. It helps us break down the food that we eat. So to make this reaction happen so I get carbon dioxide gas, I need an acid. That's my lemon. Now, it can't just react by itself. It has to react with something that's kind of the opposite of an acid. And that is something that's alkaline. It's kind of a big word. Baking soda is alkaline. You probably have some of this in your home. So when we mix the two of these together, because they're kind of like opposites, they will react with one another, and the reaction will make carbon dioxide bubbles. It's gonna make a lemon volcano. So this is really all we would need to make this work, but to make it look a little prettier and cooler, I'm gonna add a couple other things. So I have a little extra lemon juice in case I need to pour a little extra in there just to make the volcano a little bigger. And just to make it a little prettier, I also have some food coloring we're gonna add to the lemon. And it helps to add a little bit of dish soap. That way it makes it even more bubbly. So because I'm a grown-up, I'm going to use kind of a sharp knife. I think I like this lemon a little better. All right, now I'm gonna cut off both ends of my lemon. I'm gonna cut one end off just so it'll sit on my tray without rolling over. Then I'm gonna cut my other end off. Now I kind of want, right now, there's not really a spot for me to pour my baking soda, so I kind of need to make a spot. So I'm gonna take a knife and kind of carve out some of the extra pulp inside of this lemon, so I make room. So I'm just gonna kind of carve some out, take my spoon, carve out some of that lemon in there, but still leave some of the juice in there. I'm glad I have a tray because I think this might get a little messy. All right, now I've got some room in there. I'm gonna add my coloring. Like I said, you don't have to, but I just think it's kind of fun. I think I'm gonna add some blue and pink. I'm gonna drop some blue in there. I'm not really sure exactly how, guys, this is my first time ever doing this. And it's here, right here with you. I've never even done this before. I've just seen videos of people doing it. All right, and this is kind of a different kind of food coloring. It's like a gel. I'm gonna put in pink, some pink. All right, I've got blue and pink food coloring in there, check. I'm gonna put just a couple little drops of dishwashing liquid just to help make even more bubbles. Okay, because I don't know how much to add exactly. That'll be good. I'm gonna have some extra lemon juice handy because I can add it so it makes an even bigger reaction. Next, I need, remember, what's the opposite of an acid? It's a really big word. Something that's alkaline, and that's baking soda. So I'm gonna pour some baking soda. It's okay that I spilled it, that's why I have a tray. I mean, that's probably a good amount. I think that'll probably fit. Now, once I pour this in here, hopefully it'll react. I'm gonna actually add a little extra lemon juice in my lemon and just make sure there's a lot of acid in that lemon, okay? I'm gonna pour this in and then I'm gonna try to push some of it in with my knife and let's see. We're gonna see what happens, okay? Hopefully it'll bubble out over like a volcano. Do you see that, friends? Look at that. If I pour more lemon juice in there, look, do you see it bubbling over? Wow. That is pretty cool. Look at that. Isn't it pretty too? I see some swirls of pink, the blue. I don't know if I could get more baking soda in there, really. It's still, if you can see, it's still bubbling up. It's still making, it's making carbon dioxide gas. Look at that, it's still coming out. I don't know if we could get it, my hand's all wet with lemon juice now. If I could add more and get it to, whoa! See it's bubbling even more now? Look at that. That is really cool. We made our own carbon dioxide gas today. Now, I wouldn't want to drink this the way I want to drink my sparkling water because it probably wouldn't taste very good. But it's pretty cool that we made it bubble up just like my water and just like soda pop that you might have at home. So, I hope you enjoyed our science experiment today, friends. Bye-bye.